Hi, my name is Christopher Mosley, and I will be talking about the Israeli-Palestine conflict video. I chose this video because this issue is very confusing to me, but I would like to learn more about it. My family is not from that area in the world, so we really don't talk about it much, and I really don't know anything about it other than there's lots of fighting there. I think this video is very interesting because it gives a different point of view than the one I usually hear about. Because the United States are backing Israel, you always get the point of view that the Israelis are right and the Palestinians are wrong. Listening to this boy speak, I realized that the problem must be a lot more complicated than the bad guys versus the good guys. My mother once told me about a book she read called The Shepherd's Grandmother. I remember her saying that it was very interesting. We don't have the book anymore, but I looked it up. It is about a young Palestinian girl whose family land was taken over by the Israelis, and a lot of what they had was taken, and the family lives a very difficult life. My mom said this book is very sad. This is probably a biased book, but it gives you another point of view. Many people have tried to ban this book in our schools because they say it's anti-Israel. The author of the book spent a lot of time in a Jewish area, so she has a lot of Jewish friends, and she heard their point of view most of the time. But one day she visited a Palestinian family and they told her their story. The book is fiction, but she wrote it based on their story. She says now she sympathizes with both sides of the story. The reason this issue is important to me is because this made me realize that there are always two sides. We need to care about the people on both sides. Sometimes it is just the leaders who are making selfish decisions, but there are always a lot of innocent people involved. Especially here, it goes back so many years that it can be hard to say who is right and who is wrong. It doesn't look like there is an easy solution that would make both sides happy. They should try to find a way to live peacefully together. The most important thing that I have learned from this is that I need to research and learn both sides of the story. I would like to learn more about the history of the problem. Listening to the news is not enough because they just tell you what currently is going on, not the background of the story.